Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, Divinely Transformed. My name is Lisa. Whether you're new or returning, I'm glad that you're here. Welcome to Taurus's reading for the first half of July 2022. You can have Taurus anywhere in your chart, and of course, cross watchers are always welcome. Before I get started with the reading, let me remind y'all that this is a general public reading, so some, none, or all of it may apply to your situation, so please just take what resonates and leave the rest. Also keep in mind that time is fluid and not linear, which means that for each individual person watching, that means this could have already happened, this could be happening right now, or this could happen in the future. And also keep in mind that we all have free will to change the outcome of any reading at any time for any reason, and then we would just get blessings or karma accordingly, and the universe regulates that and takes care of it and does everything with it. How y'all doing? I'm doing pretty great. I've had such an amazing weekend this past weekend. I kind of knew this was going to happen too, because the weekend before that was like the weekend from hell, like the worst weekend ever at work, followed up by the best weekend ever at work. So, hope y'all are doing just as well. And if not, you know, I send my vibes to you, you know. Hopefully I pray some blessings in your life. All right, so I've already said my prayers and pre-shuffled off camera, so I'm just going to go ahead and get started with the reading. Holy Spirit, what does Taurus and their cross watchers need to know for the first half of July 2022? Messages for Taurus and their cross watchers, please. What does Taurus and their cross watchers need to know for the beginning of July? You know, time is fluid too, so this is just for documentation purposes that I say dates, because this could resonate with you at any time, so please keep that in mind. Ego in the reverse. So you have Capricorn in your chart, or you're dealing with someone with Capricorn in their chart, and you should watch the Capricorn reading that I just did. Someone who believed that they were trapped in a situation or codependent relationship or an addiction. They're not trapped in it. They're seeing things from another perspective, and they realize that they were just too overly focused on material things, 3D things that you can taste, touch, and feel, like money, like family, anything like that. And negative or fear-based thoughts were a thing in the past. This is someone who was not thinking negatively and is no longer thinking about the things that are terrifying to them. So this is someone with Capricorn in their chart who, you know, just doesn't have the same attachment to something that they once did that kept them trapped. Who was in a marriage with the Hierophant in the reverse. So this is someone who incorrectly thought and believed that they were trapped in this loveless marriage of finances, duty, children, but they don't see it from that perspective anymore. They just realized that, you know, they were sticking to traditional viewpoints and methods that weren't working for them. And this is someone who is seeking out mentors and like-minded friends. At the top of the deck is awakening in the reverse, which is the Hanged Man in the reverse. Pisces, Taurus, Capricorn. So this is someone who is definitely seeing things from a brand new perspective. That's what I was saying. From this ego in reverse, they're seeing things from another perspective. Things are no longer at a standstill. And whoever this Capricorn, Taurus, Pisces, and this is someone with all of this in their chart. Whoever this is, whoever this enlightened person is that's coming forward, they're freeing themselves from a toxic karmic marriage because they've been awakened. What have they been awakened to? I could say, but I'd rather have the cards say. Holy Spirit, what has this person been awakened to? What did they... Well, we got the Five of Cups in reverse. That came out in the Capricorn reading as well. You don't have any guilt, regret, remorse, or sadness. About walking away from the toxicity, freeing themselves. Yeah, because it's been unfair with justice in the reverse. At the bottom of the deck, at the top of the deck is the Three of Swords. They've been heartbroken by this unfair karmic marriage here. And for a lot of y'all, this is a divine masculine who is awakened to the truth of their situation. And they're in great sadness and despair. They need to take some time to heal. There is a need to forgive self and others. I know it's going to be hard because this karmic did so much that was not fair. Did and said so much. But divine masculine, to truly be in your divinity, true forgiveness is saying, I forgive you. I will heal from this. Because I will no longer allow you to be a part of my life to hurt me anymore. Because you're not fair, you're not grounded, and you're not balanced. The karmic didn't make fair and just decisions. The karmic always did the wrong thing. And these divine masculines are now standing up for their beliefs. That they were wronged. And it wasn't fair. And they want justice. That fairness and balance to be restored. So majors that we're dealing with is Capricorn, Taurus, Pisces, and Libra. And for many of y'all, it is the karmic that had Libra in their chart. And they weren't fair. So Saturn had to come and show them why they need to be fair. Holy Spirit, please clarify the devil in reverse. Four of Swords. There's been a lot of thinking, meditating, resting, and focusing on this. Yeah. Page of Pentacles. Two of Swords reverse. So this is a decision that is being made to go in a new direction. Learn, try, and do something new here. Ten of Cups in reverse because they're unhappy, discontent within their home and family. And who is that? The King of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And I'm getting that is in their moon sign because they're in their feelings. Okay? King of Wands has been thinking about the codependency within the dynamic of the marriage. They've been thinking about the addictions, the obsession, the enslavement, the entrapment, that false illusion that they were trapped in this toxic marriage here. And they've been thinking about how unhappy that they've been. And they spent some time thinking about how unhappy and discontent that they've been in this karmic home and family, this marriage. That they're just making a decision to just go in a new direction here. What is that new direction? Freeing themselves from this situation. No longer being focused on the material things. No longer thinking negatively. No longer thinking about the things that terrify this masculine the most. They're just done with it. Yeah. King of Wands is also the King of Pentacles. The King of Wands and the King of Pentacles together, this is someone who is very creative, they're very passionate, they're very confident, they're a leader, they're very bold. And they're stable, they're solid, they're dependable. They're good in their finances because there's never a lack of creativity. Never a lack of ideas here. So someone who is very respected and respectable here. Holy Spirit, please clarify the Hierophant. Ace of Pentacles. That's what the Hierophant does. They make commitments. Give blessings and gifts. To who? The Queen of Cups. Ace of Pentacles is going to the Queen of Cups. And at the top of the deck is the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Which means that they're now released. This divine masculine with Taurus in their chart is now releasing this Ace of Pentacles to the Queen of Cups. What is the Ace of Pentacles specifically? Well, it's not that. What is the Ace of Pentacles specifically? Please clarify the Ace of Pentacles for Taurus and their cross watchers. It's the Two of Cups, which is mutual love between two people. Two people who love each other equally and reciprocally. The bottom of the deck is the Three of Pentacles. This could be somebody you work with or you want to work with. Three of Pentacles is also about contracts. So this is a contract that they now are wanting here. A soul contract I'm talking about. Two of Cups with the Three of Pentacles. That's what this is. A soul contract between two people and God. And the Four of Cups in the reverse is going back to a missed opportunity to heal a situation. That actually had love in it. Yeah. Clarifying the awakening in the reverse was the Six of Cups in the reverse with the Knight of Swords, or the King of Swords in the reverse. There was unhealed childhood wounds when it came to them being in their truth, in their authenticity. Unhealed childhood wounds about the ability to make their own decisions with the King of Swords in the reverse. King of Swords in the reverse, this is someone who isn't confident, who doesn't communicate effectively or truthfully. And this unhealed childhood wounds means that they learned this from their father or from women in masculine energies, but mostly from their father. Their father was unable to stick up for themselves, and so therefore neither was this person for a minute. You become awakened to their soul wounds. That they just had trouble being honest, had trouble being fair, had trouble making decisions, had trouble telling the truth, and having trouble taking action when it's necessary. Please clarify the awakening in the reverse. So we got Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, feminine energy. The Ace of Swords. The Hermit. And Death. So, this Queen of Wands that you're very much attracted to, who is very much isolated and alone, no longer going to be. There's going to be a change to that, because Taurus, if you're a masculine energy, you're going to be speaking some truth. to this Queen of Wands that you're madly attracted to and madly in love with here. Lots of love and passion here. We have Virgo and Scorpio energy here. There was an ending with this Queen of Wands that you created, Taurus, masculine, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, Mercury, Mars, Venus, whatever. But now you want a brand new beginning here. You want a rebirth after you created an ending. And the rebirth happens when this truth is discussed. When this back and forth communication happens. The top and the bottom of the deck. The bottom of the deck was Temperance, and the top of the deck is the Page of Wands. So there's going to be exciting news and communication about a reconciliation here. Between an emperor and an empress. The emperor wants to regain the favor of this empress that he had offended in the past. Whenever they abruptly ended the connection by purposely ignoring it and repressing it and lying about it. So, the Emperor's enlightened. They're no longer living this double life, the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. They're making that choice. And they're leaving the karmic in the Hanged Man energy. Pauses and delays and stagnation and waiting. Because this karmic hasn't let go. But the Emperor has. So, Empresses, if you haven't been in communication with your Emperors, and you have any doubts as to whether or not they've severed all ties with the past, don't doubt it. They completely have, with no regrets. Clarifying, the Five of Cups in the reverse is the Magician in the reverse. Because the karmic did a whole lot of spell work, a whole lot of manipulation, a whole lot of lying, and deception, and black magic. And they did so with no regrets. And in some cases, your Divine Masculine helped them because they were under their spell. They believed these karmics basically said that the Divine Feminine was the karmic, and in some cases the Divine Masculine had joined forces with the karmic and did spell work and negative energy work against the true Empress. And there's a lot of pain and regret and heartbreak there. They made a mistake. Empresses, think about your last two karmics, right? Just think about them for a second. Think about how hard it was for you to get yourself out of those situations. And realize that it was exactly like that for your divine masculine as well. Y'all are mirrored souls, but not on the same timeline. because the divine feminine is always ahead. I don't know why that is. Something about the feminine has to awaken something within the masculine to remember who they are, so they can come home to their divinity, come home to God, to have their actions and their life align with their beliefs. So there's going to be some apologies here. The Emperors are truly sorry. It was a mistake. They mistook the energy. They were duped. They were under spell work. So just think about that. And just think about the way that you used to be. That's how they're learning to come out of now. It's all about learning and forgiving. When someone is truly sorry, you will know, or you should know, because it will come to you. It will apologize. It will ask for forgiveness for over controlling a situation and manipulating the situation, for lying. They never stopped watching you, and they never stopped loving you. King of Cups in the upright with the Page of Swords. But when they're in this Page of Swords energy, they were sad. We're feeling that pain of the separation here. That's why the Three of Swords is here. They're ready to not be sad anymore. And the only thing that's going to make it better is this apology and this truth, so that they can mend and move forward. Oh, look at that. I didn't even see this before. We had the Nine of Pentacles with the Tower. So whoever is single, there's about to be a disruption of your singleness. Surprise! Yeah. The Emperor's here. It's been illuminated to them where they've manipulated, where they've lied. And this Emperor just wants to be happy now. To completely restore this divine love connection that they had sabotaged in the past. Yeah. Seven of Cups in reverse with the Five of Swords. There's great clarity on these Emperor's halves, and they're getting a lot of hate from it from the karmics. Five of Swords. Manipulation, mind games, wanting to win at all costs. These karmics acted with malice. And so did these Emperors. and they're very sad. Because they realized that they were playing mind games, they were manipulating, could have been doing spell work here. They realized this. They have great clarity, and it's causing them great pain. It just, all he did was sabotage the connection, because they really thought that the marriage that they had already invested in was where they needed to be. But they come to find out that they were tricked, and it just was incorrect. Please clarify the Three of Swords. We got the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse with the Empress in the reverse. The Emperors are heartbroken that they have been stuck and not moving forward, because they realized that the person that they're living with was not their true divine counterpart here. They're not loving, they're not caring, they're not nurturing. But they have their children. And these emperors are sad and heartbroken because they realize that what they were is just stuck with a wife who was the mother of their children, who was overly emotional and emotionally manipulative, mentally manipulative as well, financially manipulative. It wasn't fair. Please clarify this Justice in the reverse. Yeah. Karmic interfered with the divine lover's connection. The bottom of the deck is Justice in the reverse. The karmic did that. They interfered. So the cycle wouldn't be closed on them. These karmics didn't want to be left behind. Of course not. So they did everything that they could possibly do in their fucking power to keep returning. Six of Swords in the reverse with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Because they're greedy, they're money hungry, they're selfish. All they do is think about money. They love money. All of their decisions are financially motivated. Period. This is someone who has gotten a certain lifestyle for a long time, Knight of Pentacles, expected it to stay that way, and did all kinds of nasty, underhanded, shady bullshit to keep it and maintain it. But when you're evil and you do wicked things in secret, in the dark, and behind someone's back, you will eventually get exposed. It might take a long time, but you will eventually get exposed. Saturn sees everything. Yes, you've been exposed, karmic feminine, for your spell work, for your lies, for your black magic, for your deception, for your trickery. And now you're being released, like the burden that you are, because this is a burdensome person. Someone who is constantly lying to you, projecting, doing spell work, and doing black magic. Every phase of the moon is a fucking burden. At the top of the deck is the Knight of Pentacles. This has been a long time coming because these karmics have been manipulating and doing black magic and doing negative energy spell work and lying for a long time. For money, for stability. Please clarify the Justice in the reverse for Taurus and their cross watchers. Justice in the reverse. This is someone, yeah, we got the Seven of Cups in the reverse, so. These Emperors have great clarity on this. So these Emperors are now seeing these karmics as the liars, the tricksters, and the frauds that they are. There is no confusion about this. The karmic has no options to salvage this marriage because the Emperor is ending it. Holy Spirit, please clarify the Devil in reverse for Taurus and their cross watchers. Please and thank you. Really feel like I'm talking to someone with Taurus and their Mars. Sun, Mercury, something like that. Please clarify Capricorn in reverse. The Devil in reverse. Six of Swords in reverse. This is a return. Please clarify the Devil in reverse and the Six of Swords. The Lovers in reverse. So this karmic is going to keep returning to interfere with the divine love connection. Be prepared. Because just because the Emperor is not in this devil energy, this karmic sure is. This karmic is still wanting, their goal is to entrap the Emperor again. And they will use seduction when they return to try to trick these Emperors into losing their new loving partnership that they're choosing to go towards. So, at some point after you leave Emperor, just know that these karmics are going to return to seduce you. If they can't seduce you, then they will do anything and everything that they possibly can do, which involves like gossip and manipulation and lying, to break y'all up. Because that's what this karmic's goal is. This is revenge. The karmic wants revenge. The karmic's revenge is to break up the new relationship that broke up the relationship that they lost. That's girl game. And it's bullshit. The bottom of the deck is the Five of Cups in the reverse, which means they have no guilt, no shame, no regret, or no remorse for doing this. And they'll be coming as the Page of Pentacles, wanting to learn, try, and do something new. But they'll be love bombing the shit out of you to seduce you. Emperors, so that you will rescind your commitment from your divine counterpart. This karmic will say anything. It's going to be very loving and very sweet and very charming and very seductive. But they have an agenda. So just be mindful. Nothing to be afraid of. Just to be mindful. And when this karmic does come back to seduce and destroy you, Emperor, you can say, fuck you! Know what you're doing. And I ain't falling for it this time. Learn my lesson. Yeah. This karmic's definitely never stop watching, stalking, and spying on you. In fact, Emperors, just know that these karmics will be watching, stalking, and spying on you more after you leave. They're going to be trying to find anywhere where they can get their foot in the door. Please clarify the Hierophant. The Hierophant. Yeah. You felt trapped in this marriage at one time, and now you don't. You were trapped in your belief system that you were already married. How can this true love be right if I'm already married and committed elsewhere? However, at the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Pentacles, and the top of the deck is Death. This is what you're thinking about now. You just want to be single and free, and you want this marriage to end. Now this is what is stuck in your mind. This is what needs to come out of your mind and come out of your mouth so these changes can actually happen. We've got Gemini and we've got Scorpio energy here in majors with these cards, and more Gemini. Lots of Gemini, lots of Scorpio on a board. But the karmic has Gemini and Libra in their chart. And over here, the divine masculine has Gemini and Scorpio in her chart. And Taurus. And Capricorn. Holy Spirit, please clarify the Hanged Man in reverse. So, now you're really stuck in your head about being single and wanting this marriage to end. And before, you were stuck in your head about being committed to keeping this dead-ass marriage alive. Because now you're ready to end it. It's a wise choice. Clarifying the Hanged Man in reverse is the Three of Swords in reverse, the Five of Swords in the upright, and the Knight of Wands. You're no longer heartbroken. You know how hateful this karmic has been because you've had time to heal from it. And this karmic has been very malicious. They've definitely been in and out of your life, constantly cheating on you. Constantly. They did this intentionally, maliciously. They were playing mind games and wanting to win at all costs. Because the karmic just could not control their sexual energy. The Five of Swords is they intentionally planned it too. And you see it very clearly. Just how mean and hateful and nasty and vindictive this karmic is. Yeah. Two of Swords. Now you're blocking them. Because you want love. You want victory and success and public recognition, Emperors. And this is not love or victory, success, or public recognition. This is scandal. This is bullshit. Please clarify the Five of Cups reversed. Ace of Swords in reverse. Yeah. These karmics shamelessly, without guilt, remorse, or regret, lied. All the time. Manipulated you. And worked very hard at doing so. With the Eight of Pentacles. Overdoing their power and control. These karmics kept the emperors restricted. Took away their options. Took away their freedom. And they did it with lies. Controlling this emperor's work. Because the emperor was being a doormat here. They handed their power over to the karmic and they abused their power. Yeah. Queen of Swords with the Devil. This is a cruel, toxic, dictatorial, controlling, possessive, greedy motherfucker. Heartless. Cold-hearted motherfucker. Only concerned about money, power, control, addictions, and oppression and enslavement. This karmic was extremely codependent. And they used their communication to manipulate people for their own selfish gain and purposes here. The karmic feminine was the one with the rules. And they ruled with fear. They ruled with emotional and mental manipulation. overdoing their power and control, being extremely immature, not taking care of their children, not closing up karmic cycles, and accumulating a lot of karma from the universe. And what is that karma for the karmic feminine? Two of Wands reversed with the Five of Pentacles in the upright. Your karma for making all those bad choices that you've made, karmic feminine, for going down that wrong road, is poverty. Five of Pentacles. Being ignored by these emperors. And being in poor physical health. To miss opportunities. Because you're a betrayer, karmic feminine. You have betrayed people to make them miss opportunities. You betrayed the emperor, you betrayed the empress. Who knows who else you betrayed to get them to lose their opportunities. But that's coming to a complete end. That's done. There will be no more of that. Because now, this is divine timing for these emperors to walk away from these karmics. Emotionally and physically. Be done once and for all. These emperors have been scared. But they know that they have to do this to be free. From you, from your oppression, karmic feminine. The emperor in reverse with the Queen of Swords with the devil. Fuck you, won't do what you tell me. No more. That's why this devil is in the reverse. These emperors have had enough of being a fucking doormat and taking your abuse. All the restriction and the oppression and the control. They're done. These emperors want love. Someone who loves them and respects them. They want a relationship that's going to be successful and victorious and go somewhere. Because being with you, they've been stuck. They haven't gotten anywhere but heartache. What is the final guidance for Taurus and the cross watchers for the beginning of July 2022? Please and thank you. Righto. Chariot of the Sun. The Emperor is on the chariot and they're leaving your ass. We are in Cancer season. These emperors want victory and success and forward movements. And many of these emperors will have it. They're determined. They're determined because a ruse is at the bottom of the deck here. Nothing can stop these particular emperors because they have Taurus in their chart. These karmics have activated the bull in these emperors. And the bull has had enough. These karmic feminines, they're trying to tame them. Oh, baby, I'm sorry. Please take me back. Please hear me out. Please try to understand this is why I did what I did. You're not hearing it because it's bullshit. No excuse coming from the karmic feminine is acceptable and good enough because everything that they did was wrong. And these emperors are getting their justice and bringing justice to the karmic feminines by getting the fuck away from them and moving on and moving forward. But just keep in mind, Emperor, when you leave, these karmics will come back to interfere with your new love. And they will try to seduce you, love bomb you, try to heal the relationship. They'll be watching, stalking, spying, and observing you, so they'll have a lot of really smooth things to say. Just be prepared. Just know. And whenever they return, it's all bullshit, it's all lies, it's all manipulation, it's all revenge. And shut it down before it even begins. They lost that money and that commitment. So they want the divine feminine to lose that money and commitment. That's why they're doing this. It's very petty. It's very childish. It's low vibrational. And it is definitely Emperor in reverse energy. That is someone that you can never trust. They will always cheat on you. They will always lie to you. They will always control you. They will always have you in a position of weakness, Emperor. And you're seeing that very clearly. And you're moving on and moving away. You're done. Either you are or they are or whatever. Take it how it resonates for you. But somebody is leaving. Whether it is the Emperor that's leaving the home or the Empress in the reverse that is leaving this home. Somebody's moving. And nothing can stop it. One thing about a Taurus, and I know this well because I'm a Taurus sun and Mercury. Tauruses, we can be patient. We can be patient for a long time, putting our efforts into something to really work hard to change a situation, like a marriage. Marriages are important to Tauruses, right? Yeah, because it's all about home, family, commitments, stability. It's all important to Taurus. A Taurus will be patient with someone. If a Taurus is damaged, and many of us are, from our childhood wounds. We will be patient with the most abusive people for the longest time. Until one day you just can't try anymore. When a Taurus is done, they're fucking done. And you can't change their mind when they're done. They will try and 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 try to make it work. Until the day comes where they just don't have the energy, the will, the desire, the motivation, or the stomach to do it anymore. And they're done. And they're gone. Karmic feminines, you lost out on the best person of your life because you didn't appreciate them. That is your karmic lesson to learn and deal with and try to heal from. You had the best type of husband and father and partner, dedicated and committed, even when it wasn't worth saving. They were still dedicated and committed because they made that commitment. And when a Taurus is humbled and they see that they're wrong, you can't change their mind. They will not repeat the mistakes of the past when they've learned them. It can take an awful long time for a Taurus to learn the soul lesson of, committing to the wrong person. And just keep trying and trying and trying and trying and trying and trying and trying. With someone who is not supportive of them, does not love them, does not have their back, etc. So, when a Taurus is seeing that, they do a complete 360. And they're wiser for it. Because it took them a long time to learn the lesson. Especially when it concerns faith and devotion. Because when Tauruses are, whenever they're committed to something or someone, that's it. That's why the Taurus is the Hierophant. This is someone who is very respected. Could even be religious or just very spiritual, very spiritually connected to God. This is someone with the belief system of truth and purity and goodness and honoring and keeping your commitments. Their vision was just clouded because they didn't see the person that they were with clearly. until they made a mistake that they want to come back from now. Forgiving and learning. This was an unintentional mistake that the Emperor has made, coming back to the Empress for forgiveness. The Karmic's mistakes were all intentional. So how can you forgive and move forward with someone who does things intentionally, purposefully, without regret, guilt, or remorse? You can't. So that's what I have for y'all. Thank y'all for supporting my work and my channel in all the ways that y'all do. I appreciate y'all very much. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your month. And I'll talk to y'all soon.